a lot of people that have suffered from emotional neglect struggle to say no because, for me personally, when I was growing up, my father didn't pay me much attention. He wasn't really there for me emotionally. He wasn't there for me much at all. Now, what that did was sort of cause me to want to get any attention or affection from him. And when I couldn't get it from him, from other people. So down the path, that led me to saying yes to a lot of things that I shouldn't have, in the sense of I would agree to doing things or working in a particular way or taking on responsibilities that I wasn't suited for or that caused me a lot of emotional turmoil and issues. And the reason I was saying yes was because I thought that by doing so, I'd be able to get some sort of connection or, something from that person that I was lacking. Basically, by saying yes to the requests that I wasn't happy with doing, I was trying to substitute the lack of love and appreciation that my father never gave me. So moving on from there, I've had to learn to say no to a lot of things. And it's kind of abrasive and hard at first. And to people in my situation that have gone through emotional neglect, saying no seems quite difficult, and you feel like you have to justify yourself, as in, no, I don't want to do that. And then you're worried about, you're playing through all these ruminations in your head. Well, what if they say this? What if they ask this? What if they do that? I'll have to tell them why. Is my excuse good enough? Blah, blah, blah. The fact that you're going through all of those ruminations and all of those issues and your contemplations is evidence enough to suggest that you should say no to the request. So now that I've learnt that, I'm starting to apply that in my life. And, obviously there's limits to this. So you're not going to say no to every request. And, in your work life, there'll be things that you have to do that you're not 100% happy with. However, what I mean by saying no in this instance is, don't say no to each individual task, but if you find that the work itself is getting you down, is beating you up, say no to that job completely, or that workplace, or that boss, or those co-workers. Same thing's true for relationships or friendships. If you're in a relationship or a friendship and you're being asked to do things that you're not happy with, and it's not necessarily like, bad things, but just if the social activities that you're doing, if the activities that you're doing together, or what's being asked of you in that relationship isn't something you're happy with, say no and find new relationships. Yeah, it'll suck, and yeah, there'll be that feeling of like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? But in my mind, if I'm starting to question those thoughts, then it's a trigger for me to investigate down this path of, do I need to say no to this relationship? Once you've said no, then it's about working out why. And one of the things that I like to do is work out my values. So if you know what you value and what you really truly want from your life, you can start to say no to the things that aren't in line with that. And I'm going to shoot a video later on that goes into how to work out what you truly value if you sort of are struggling with that. I did prior to doing these activities. But once you know what you value and can start heading towards that, you need to start saying no to the things that are taking you away from it. So day-to-day life example would be you're going out with friends or a partner and they all suggest that you get dessert. If your goal is to get fit and get ripped and get big in the gym, maybe saying no to that dessert is the right thing. If you find that you can't say no in the moment and dessert and snacks and treats are going to be on offer, say no to going in the first place. And then apply this logic to any aspect of your life. If you struggle with drinking and your social group goes out drinking a lot, well, you've got some decisions to make there. Either you have to start saying no to those sort of activities that involve alcohol, or you need to say no to the friendship group itself, or you need to start explaining to them the problems that you have and, what sort of situations or things need to be put in place to help you through it. Thanks for listening, guys. Now, if you like that tip, it'll be from my next book, How to Get Your Shit Together. So if you head over to my website, zachary-phillips.com/get-your-rest-together, you'll be able to sign up to my email list and be the first to be notified when it's going to be released. Finally, I just want to mention that I'm a massive believer in reducing the stigma around mental illness. So the more we talk about it, the more we share, the more we open up, the less stigma there will be in the general public, and the more other people will feel free and happy and safe to open up to you. So if this video or other videos that I'm doing or anyone's doing appeals to you and you think other people need to see it, take the step to share it. Now, I say that with a caveat, the caveat being only share it if it won't impact your mental health. So if you think that sharing it will cause distress, don't share it openly. However, if you don't think it will cause that distress, take the steps to do it, and be part of the solution to the problem here. The final thing will be is, let's say you don't want to share it because you're worried that it'll impact you. That's okay. But if you know someone out there, someone in your social group, someone online that's struggling, private message them. Send it to them directly or talk to them in person. And that way you're still spreading, still opening up, but you're not opening yourself up to any potential issues that you may face. Thanks.